So let us continue with our lesson. And the next thing, if you go to the get all the list over here, and you can see we have a list of our tags, but we don't want to show all of this to our users. So what we want to show is just the title, body, and the status. So we want to exclude the created date, updated date, user ID, and the ID. So let's go and create a view for this one in order to show to the user. So let's go to the layout section over here, and I'll create a new layout resource file, and I'll just call it as US custom tags. Should be of a tags list, custom tags list view. So let's say custom tags list view, and just click on OK. And so we have a design over here, layout. And by the way, I have already upgraded my if you go to check the Android Studio version, I have already updated it to 3.6.1. So previously it was 3.5, and if you haven't upgraded it, just updated because I have already updated the Android Studio, and there is always some changes in the layout. So previously we had a design and a text over here, so we can just switch from here, but now it has been replaced over here. So this is a text view, and we have a design, and this is a design and text. So they have changes over here. So just go and check the help and just go for check for update, and that should check for the update, and if you have any update it will just go and update it. So I hope you guys will be able to update your Android Studio. And so let's move on. Let's go to the design section over here. See, we have a constraint layout, and inside this constraint layout, let us add a card view. So I'll just say card, search for the card, and we have a card view. So just drag that one to over here. So we have a card view over here, and let us constrain it. So I'll just set F as a 8 for a base. Just click on this one, the info constraint. This will just constrain for us. And what we will do now is, for this card view, let me drag to down for now, and for the ID, let us give as a tags card view. So I just say as a tags, and the card view, so this is a tags card view, so TASK, yeah, tags card view. So we have over here with each let's constrain it to 8 both side, and that should be okay. The height for now, just give a wrap content, and inside this card view I'll just go and add another layout of a constraint layout. Just drag that one, so now we have filled that one. And inside this, what we will do is we will just go and add a title, body, and a status. So we just have to get a text, just drag the text over here, and that should be, let's drag it to the top over here. And okay, so for the card view, let's go and increase the, let's say match constraint for now. Later we'll come back and change that one. Let us constrain it to top and the left, and this should be okay. Let's constrain to left and right and top. And for the layout width, we will change to match constraint, so that should match the constraint of the layout. And ID, we will give that is a text view of a, this should be of a title, so TITL, text view title. And just remove the text from here, and we just say give a text this is a title, so that should be fine. So we have a title over here, and below this title we will just drag another text view, and this text view will constrain to bottom of the title text view, and just constrain to left and right. And the layout width we will change to match constraint, and this one should be of a text view of a body, so TV body, and that should be fine. and we can just say this, remove the text from here and the text. So this text is, we are already pressing over the text, is because this will be available for our development only. When we run it, we will be not able to see this text. So this is available for developer to just test the text view over here. So I'll just say that this each body, so that should be fine. And so we have a title, body, and we need a status one more. So just drag one more over here, and we will just constrain it. Just hit the constraint button and constrain it. This one will constrain to, this one will constrain bottom of the body, and let's change the ID. So TV, I'll say as a status, and match the constraint, and let's remove the text, and I will just call this one as this, or we can call this as this each status. So we have a title, body, and this status for now. And now we can see that the width is match parent and height also match parent. And for the card view, now what we can do is, for the card view is, we can say that the layout width to wrap content, and just remove the constraint, the bottom one. So remove the constraint, the bottom one, and let's constrain to the top to the 8. So we have this 1 2, and for the card view, let's design, I'll give us some design to our card view. So corner radius, I'll just say 8 dp, that will give have a corner radius. And the card elevated, let's keep a 2 dp, that should be fine. And use, let me drag a little bit bigger. So card use compact padding, so that should be true. So now you can see we have a better design over here, you can see, and you can see we have a nice looking design. So for this one, I'll just keep as a wrap the content too. So that should wrap the content, and that should look better. So now you can see it's look better. And for the text, we can also give the property for the gravity. So just search for the gravity, gravity, yeah, and we can say that the start, and we can also, for the text body, we can say as a starting point, and for this one too, we'll give the start and the top. Let's give this one to the top, that we just forgot. Let's give a top, and for this one too, we will give a gravity to the top, so which they will start from the top and to this starting point. So that's look better. So now we have a custom design for a tax list view. And what I will do is, let me close all of this because I'm not going to use it for now. And next is, let me open the home activity, sorry, home fragment. So where is that? The home fragment here. So if you go to the home fragment, let me remove the text view, and also for the frame layout. So we'll be not using framework, because if we use a frame layout, we may have to use just a single. It's the frame layout is good for a single layout or single view. So if you want to add just one of the single view, then it's better. So let's, if I add the one button, then that's looking fine. But if I add another button, then the button will be on top of the another button. So that's not good. So we don't want to make use of the frame layout. So that is not useful for us. And I've changed that one to convert to the frame layout to the constraint layout. So constraint layout is much more flexible, and it's really flexible to design all of our layout. So I'll be using converting it to the constraint layout. And let's change this one to, let's say, a main layout for the ID. And inside this, I will add a recycle view. So just drag this recycle view over here, and so we have a recycle view over here, and let us put a constraint over here. So in for constraints, so it will constrain all of our site. So that's look fine, and I think we should give it to the constraint to 0. So let's have a 0 for all site constraint. And for the recycle view, let us give an ID of our tax recycle view. That should be yes tax underscore recycle view. So we have a recycle view as well as we have a custom layout view for our tax. So later we will be placing that one inside the recycle view. So that's all for this lesson. We'll continue with our lesson in the next video. Till then, have a great day.